Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy OmieSaiyan. It's been a while since I posted my last ranked tip video, and you guys showed so much love and support that I realized that I had to cook with this one. I didn't realize how many people might have been struggling with many things like that. It sometimes just goes right across my brain. And here you go. This is the second part of the story that hopefully allows some of you guys to be that godlike player. But please don't do it against me, okay? All right, without further ado, let's get into today's lesson and all the tips I have to share with you guys. Baiting and trading. It's one of the simplest things that so many smart ranked players and even competitive players do that others quite frankly don't understand. You ever see that guy shouldering basically playing, a game of peekaboo with you? He's distracting the living heck out of you, and he's waiting for you to bite on that. You're probably gonna scream as soon as you start shooting at him, and then you get sidelined by some big humongous dude. Kills are important, don't get me wrong, but the real stars are the ones setting up those plays. Hence why all the superstars in any competitive league, especially the COD league, immediately shout out their teammates. They wouldn't be able to play like that if it wasn't for them. How many times you guys hear after like a championship, if it wasn't for my teammates, if it wasn't for him, it wasn't. Yeah, the point guard, the assist guy, it sets it up for all this so they can have those phenomenal plays. Baiting you can do by sliding right across, jumping across to basically have someone bite to shoot at you, and this is the time when you see 1 to 3 red dots pop up on the mini map just because of you. You single-handedly just distracted their entire team. And baiting can also mean like throwing your life if your teammates won off a kill streak, or you can possibly bait in a 2v1 situation regarding search and destroy by you challenging first, putting a couple shots, and bam, easy success. Now on to trading. What is that? In Call of Duty Ranked, it's such a sad thing because people just don't put faith in their teammates, and there's so many times I personally make people one shot and people are legit scared to get a guy with 10% health because they're worried about their KDs, and it's really one of the most key pillar things as to why you might be losing control hardpoint games a lot, because sometimes you guys are going 3-4 down over and over again. And this is why trading is so effective, and ranked players need to do a better job by not only placing initial shots into someone at all times, but making sure and following up with getting that trade. The way how you can tell sometimes, if you hear your teammate shooting for quite some time, just hope and cross your fingers that he put at least 1 to 2 bullets into the guy, and you really should just kind of like lean on him rather than sitting in a corner waiting for this guy to pass by. So understanding how to bait and trade all in one can make you a really dangerous weapon, because it's not all about just gunfight after gunfight. The guy that allows his teammates to basically upgrade is the one that you should really be looking out for. On to tip number 2. Every map in Ranked requires a different style of gameplay. Days are gone when initially every map required the same AR dominant strategy, whereas 3-4 ARs just posting up all day every day. Now we have like maps like Rio and Vista that have opened up new possibilities for SMGs to shine. Yet the biggest problem I still see players treating every map like it's Skid Row, and you're sitting on top of P2 and you're just sitting there watching the sky go up and down. They're not getting trades, they're sitting back like it's their early retirement, and it's such a suffering process to watch. So let's talk about Rio and Vista. Like very fast-paced maps with close spawns and demanding quick rotations, aggressive trades, and vigilant lane watching. So one of the frustrating things to watch is a teammate plays so passively on these maps that they're missing opportunities and slowing down the team's entire momentum. So like a lot of you guys, I understand you guys may have that slow style of gameplay, probably asking yourself, why is the game so close when I'm popping off? And you're kind of just sitting back like watching a movie while your teammates are kind of just doing every frontline damage they can do. Like I sometimes have 2-3 lives of playing in the game, and then one of my teammates has yet to engage in a gunfight. He's just sitting, watching, and waiting. Like, hello? So please don't be that guy that hops into maps like these and play it like you're always playing for some kill streak, or you're literally just playing for yourself. Sadly, you're the one that's losing your teammates pacing right now and losing the game for you guys. Adapt your gameplay to match the map's pacing and the situation's timing. For instance, on like big maps like sub base, you're maintaining control. The tempo is crucial, right? Because it's such a big map, there's moments you have to play slow, and then there's moments you have to play really fast. So knowing when to speed up or slow down, like holding a spawn point, can make all the difference and literally increase your chances of winning and rank play. One of the things I'll admit I'm really truly guilty of, I've always been being a bit of a sprinter myself, always eager to challenge and always wanted to make such heroic plays, but please fit it in the type of situation. So don't be ego challenging when it's like a 4v4. Play it the way how it's going across with your teammates and what the situation you're currently reading. Your team's going to thank you for it, I promise. Tip number 3 is one of my favorite tips I'm going to tell you, is being selfless. Be the hero that your team truly needs. So let us talk about the importance of why you should be selfless in Modern Warfare 3 ranked play. I can't stress this enough, but being the hero your team team needs often means sacrificing your own stats. It's basically like that scene when Captain America was coming right up in Iron Man's face, telling him, "You're not a team player." I love Iron Man in that situation, so I don't even care what he said, you know? I've seen countless players complain in my comment sections and all across ranked play videos about their teammates. So like, really ask yourself, are you really putting them in the right positions? Are you helping them out on the objective when needed? These are the questions that matter more than just looking at the scoreboard and just looking at silly statistical numbers. And the hero isn't always the one dropping 40 kills. It's often the player who throws themselves into the fray, like making crucial baits and trades, and even if it means ending the game with a negative KD. I mean, there's guys that go 20 and 30, might be at the bottom of the scoreboard, but he probably got 5 of the biggest top kills on the maps, defending the hard point and rotating, still went double negative to win the game. If they didn't do that, you weren't winning with your 40 kills. So here we have a player that's 35 and 30 to 30 and 15 kills. And I'm going to ask you to take maybe a 5 to 10 second pause. Majority of the time, if you ask me, like 95% of the time, I'm choosing the first person without any hesitation. And you probably just almost shat your pants. And I'm gonna give you the explanation, ladies and gentlemen. That guy, that guy is applying so much pressure. He's getting you red dots over and over and over again. You're literally getting a full feed of what's going on the mini map. You have easier kills because of what he's doing to the opposition. The guy's got 65 engagements against the other team, where they're probably so annoyed of him by 10 times. And most of the times, the other player is getting the most useless 1 to 2 kill combos where it doesn't do shit for your team. I love the guys that apply pressure and rise up in the heat of the moment, and I think it perfectly describes everything about my own play style. I just think the sad part about ranked play right now, and it's always going to be continuously happening, everyone is out there selfishly playing for KD and SR, playing for that stuff, and they wonder why they have that 1.5, 1.4 KD with a negative win-loss ratio. You explain to me why that's even existing for them. Like, think about like some of the most phenomenal players in the past Call of Duty competitional league from day one. We're talking about Aches, Karma, Nadeshot, Sensor, and there's plenty of more that I'm not naming, but they won championships not because of their individual skill, but because they were willing to do the dirty work for their teams. They set their teammates up for success and made the plays that mattered most in the very crucial amount of time. The amount of players that don't know how to make the real plays on the map, and all they're focusing on is just winning their one by one. It's someone that wants to win for something that's playing for such a real mixtape and rank play. So quit being selfish, set your teammates up in better spots, and be that guy that does the right move for your teammates that a lot of you guys state that you aren't used to. Every single time I try to play, I try to do the right things that these people are used to, right? Like regarding help, because let's get it, everyone's a selfish douchebag out there. Just please be that guy that rises up for your team. You start standing up for these teammates, you start being that guy that trading your teammates out and setting them up for success, you'll see them do it in return. So quit with the whole state line and the standard line, my teammates suck in rank play. On to number 4, and I'm about to give you one of the most classic lines here, so get ready. I know some of you guys are like, oh hey, I know that line. Defensive play styles. There's a saying that goes, the best defense is a good offense. Are you just camping on top of a spot where it shouldn't even exist, or you're camping a corner and you think you're holding a god spot? Camping in a corner might feel safe. You might feel a little bit cozy in that spot, but it's not always going to be the most winning effective strategy. So when you have 1 or 2 players locking down the enemy spawn and controlling key points without pushing too far and flipping the spawns, is about being a constant nuisance to the enemy team, not just standing still and waiting for something to happen. The term holding has truly brainwashed so many of you guys into believing that you have to take up riot shield, basically, hysterically speaking, and you set up and stand still and you just wait day and night while your teammates are kind of just doing the hard work for you. When you're controlling any area, the importance of constant pressure becomes way more significant with each wave of enemies you see. You can definitely see the guy that plays on 0.5 speed doing God knows what, and it's so hard to watch, but it also so annoying to play against. No offense to Lamar accuracy, but like, why am I playing 10s and 20s of him? Because because I played this guy in past Call of Duties in like 2Ks and 5Ks, and my goodness, don't even get me started. I'll say this overall: if you are serious and you want to beat people that may possibly be better than you or even have a chance against the pros, you cannot be mentally scared. Like, you need to be willing to take risk, make those certain plays that others are not willing to do, and not be afraid to push the tempo. Sitting back and like waiting for the enemy to make a mistake, ask yourself, is that gonna work? You have that skill and or knowledge within you, so don't waste what you have that someone else may not. I like to think I have everything figured out. You guys think I do? I wanted to make this video, but at the end of the day, no matter if I think I can take 4 guys or 10 guys at once, I need my teammates to be there by my side. It's proven that as an individual, the more you are concerned with losing the game, then obviously you're going to get more scared, lackluster, the anxiety is going to go through the roof. So stop doubting yourself. The next time you watch the league matches and you watch some players, like for example, let's just mention Scrappy, you can see when he's not hitting his stride or he's not as talking as much, and this goes for any other player. And sometimes you guys are literally putting yourself down so far that your gameplay gets matched with it. You wouldn't be in here and just watching this video if you truly weren't ready to improve yourself and become that better player. A lot of respect for guys that come in here and admittedly say, I want to get better, and this is why they're watching this video. I myself have like 100 things that I have to fix, but someone else is going to watch my gameplay and think, oh, I'm godlike. I have my games where I go triple negative. I have my things where I do stupid things, but that's a learning process, and this is why I'm making this for you guys. Now on to tip number 5. So you read that mini map and what's going on, then you're someone that knows how to fight and take on a game by yourself. In this game, I believe especially when it's solo queue, you need to understand how to play together and how you do that with no comms, randomly taking gunfights, etc. This is how to also get better, and this is why people are so scared of solo queuing, because it's like fighting but taking something away you might really need, like hunger or eyesight. In this case, it's just taking away your teammates and comms. In solo queue, you'll often encounter players who seem to be in sync with the game so well, constantly rotating, making those plays, and applying pressure to the enemy team. So if you see this, what you can do by reading the map is by going with your teammate. If you see them doing something, that's the tip in this scenario. Like, oh yeah, this guy's trying to rotate. I see my teammate trying to rotate. I see what he's doing. I swear I think this happened to me twice. I literally pulled up the players list in my recent experiences in ranked, and I actually thought I was straight up playing a 4-stack team, and then blew my mind. It was 4 solo players. I was like, they're playing that well together, like that well. It's so fascinating to see how some players naturally sync up with each other without no comms, so almost like they're telepathic. So next time you're like in a game, pay attention to what your teammates are trying to do, their movements, and try to play off of each other. You'll be surprised at how much it's going to improve your gameplay. Those are my 6 tips that I hopefully help you guys solo queue, play with your teammates, and improve from there. Trust me, I'm with you. I know a lot of times it's very hard. You get on every single day. What am I doing wrong? Like, why am I getting joked online? If you effectively take these tips right here, I promise, I hope like these tips sincerely help you. These are the tips I practiced so much when I was competing against like so many people at the time. If you have any further questions or like kind of concerns about like what you're struggling with right now, just make sure to comment down below in the section. Your boy, OmieSaiyan. Take care.